Hey there, my new friends. It's me, KatieV.ThePlannerBee, and I'm here with a plan with me in my Plum Paper Planner. Now, I'm really excited to bring this plan with me to my channel today because I do feel like the Plum Paper Planner is not very well represented within the planner YouTube space. I think it's a planner that doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of plan with me's behind it. So here's the deal with my Plum Paper Planner. I got this because I saw Christina Cardos speak at the Chicago Planner Conference this past February into March, because it was over Leap Day. And I was so impressed with, number one, who she was as a person and how her company got started. And number two, the amazing customizations that were available within her planner. Now, I apologize. Let me time out. Let me apologize if you hear some crunching in the background. I just gave my dog a little treat to calm him down. And you could probably hear him crunching in the background while he finishes that bone. So it's a little funny. Shouldn't have probably done that while I was going to film this video. But anyway, here we go. Life is life. Okay. So, and with that, they gave us a coupon for 25% off a purchase. And so I used that to purchase a new family planner. I knew I wanted to try Plum Paper after I had seen all the different layout options, because there was one that really struck me that I could use for my family planner. Now, when I say my family planner, what I mean is this is the planner that sits on my countertop in my kitchen, and it has all of our different activities and schedules laid out. So we are a family of 4. So it's myself and my husband, and then my 2 kids, my daughter Amelia, who is 8, and my son Ryan, who is 4. And we are starting to have our schedules go a little bit back to normal as far as kind of what we were doing before the coronavirus pandemic started. And I had gotten this planner right when everything just went downhill. So there isn't a whole heck of a lot in April and in May in this planner, but in June, it's really, things are starting to pick back up again. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about kind of how this planner is set up, and then we'll do a plan with me and what I do inside this planner. First things first is that there is a protective cover that it does go in front, but it makes a bit of a glare, so I kind of put it in the back. But a lot of people say that they don't like these covers, and I'm really not sure why. I really like this better than an Erin Condren laminated cover. The reason is because it goes all the way to the edge. There is no like leftover piece to get caught or to start to pull up or anything. It's like fully all the way to the side. So I really like this cover. It's super durable. And I mean, it can really stand up, but I do like that they put the little protective piece on the top just to give it a little bit of extra durability. Okay. And one of the things that is very known about Plum Paper Planner is that it can start when you want it to start. There is no specific launch dates for Plum Paper Planners. All of the dividers are very plain. They look the same. There's kind of this ombre coloring effect per the quarters, I think it seems like. And, you know, they're all kind of in this same like color tone. So April, May, and June is all kind of this peachy into orange kind of color. And then July, August, and September is like this greenish tone. And then you could see it move into the blues and such. So the planner that I got is from April of this year all the way until through May of 2021, because I was getting it to end with the school year. So as I try this out, we'll see how it works, and then next year we'll kind of pick it up again. So it's about 14 months, I want to say, is how many months this planner is. Another thing that people kind of get a little they talk a lot about with the Plum Paper Planner is because you can start it at any time, some of the months kind of overlap. So I'm going to show you, for example, in July of 2020, you can see that the first 2 days, because these 2 days land in the month of June, are grayed out here. So basically this week is represented not only in the July month, but also in the June spread as well. Okay. So people think that, oh, I'm going to have to decorate 2 spreads, or I don't like that it repeats itself. I mean, it's just, you know, it's what people's personal preferences are. My personal preference is I'm going to use the week that has the majority of the days in the week. So because there's only 2 days in the of the month of June in this kind of first week in July, I'm not going to use this one. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to most likely tape this down, and I'm just going to jump into July and then do my July spread. It's what I did. June isn't the right example for that because June started on a Monday, but for the month of May, I completely I skipped using this one. So I ended up using the last week in April instead of the first week in May. So I didn't tape this down, but yeah, so that's what I did. It's kind of what you choose to do. When you flip to the months, that tab, it doesn't open up directly to the month. And I know for some people that's a big issue, but it really doesn't matter to me. And then there's kind of these goal circles and then birthdays. And this is definitely like a cardstock type of paper. It's not quite paper. So you have to be careful of any smearing or anything. So you might want to use like a permanent marker or something on this page. Then in talking about paper, the Plum paper is really, really, really smooth. It does not have a lot of grit to it. So the ink is going to really glide on, and that's what makes certain pens smear. A lot of gel pens are going to smear on here. So most likely with paper like this, it's going to be best to use a ballpoint pen. Now, I know ballpoint pens are not the pen of choice for a lot of people, and that's okay. But I have figured out there are certain pens that I can use on this planner, and there are certain pens that I can't. Unfortunately, my love of my Villa Beautiful pens, the ink that is included in this pen will not work on here. It smears, and it will dry after a while, but it smears. It's not my favorite. So I just tend to not use my Villa Beautiful on the Plum paper. So I'm going to put that aside, and we don't usually worry about that. A pen that I've found has been really good for this planner is the Sharpie S-Gel. And these are newer pens that kind of recently came out. I know they've become all the rage in the planner community lately, but this is a really good pen to use on this planner as well. Okay, but the pens of choice that I've really found to work very, very well in this planner are going to be these Pentel Energels in the 0.5. Now, I don't have what I like to call the sister pen, which is the 0.7. That's upstairs. You're probably more familiar with what that pen looks like. It has a silver barrel to it. But this 0.5 works on this paper really, really, really nicely. It is a needlepoint pen, but I love the way that this pen writes on this paper. The tool fine point works as well, but I prefer this Energel, these 0.5. So these are the ones that I use specifically for this planner. So when I'm doing my plan with me's and my setups, because this is a very functional planner, there is little decoration that goes into here. I definitely use these pens. Okay, so I'm going to kind of put those to the side, and we're going to turn to our current week right here. Take my paper clip off. So like I said, little to no decoration at all. It's very functional. And another part of, so I'm going to open kind of to this week so that you can see the customization that comes in this planner. Now, when you are on the Plum Paper website, there is so much to choose from. It can be a little bit overwhelming, but I do have to say they have it laid out pretty nicely that you can kind of really see things as you do them. Like when you're adding labels. So there are certain areas to each of these layouts that you can personalize. And some of the personalization, it costs about $4 extra, I want to say, to add your personalization. Or you can use the suggested labels that they have. You can also use the $4 for a personalization to have nothing put in there too. So it's kind of up to you. But this is called the Me layout. And this has, as you can see, these boxes all the way across. And there's the labels. So we have the days that, you know, it is a Monday through Sunday week, and each one is equal, okay, which I really like. Then, if you'll notice, I have this labeled with Mom, Dad, Amelia, Ryan, Family, Meals. And then the other two spots that I had added were shopping. So this is kind of a growing shopping list that we can use throughout the week. And then when I go to the store, I take a quick picture of it on my phone and then head to the store and then check off as I go. And then anything to kind of remember, specific thing that's coming up, or if I have to turn in a form or something for Amelia's school, certain bills that have to get paid, something can get put into this box if I need to. And the cool thing about this as well is that you'll see these labels on the side. You flip it over to the week and then those labels again are there for you. So that's what I really, really, really love about this planner. Okay, so this week I use a lot of my leftover Planner Kate stickers from some of the kits that I have already used. And this week coming up is going to be Father's Day. So I'm going to use some of the stickers that I have left over from my Planner Kate Father's Day kit. And I can't remember if I use this one or if I use the thinner one. I think it's the thinner one. So I'm going to use this guy right here across the top. Okay. So yeah, so what we're going to do is we're going to add a little bit of decoration. But like I said, I do not go crazy with the decoration in this planner because it's very functional. And I kind of like it that way. I like the fact that it's functional because it, you know, it does its job. And because it sits on my counter, and my husband also refers to it, you know, he doesn't want to look at all of the colorful stuff all the time. So it's nice to just kind of have something that he can refer to and not have to worry about, you know, worrying about prettying it up for him, because he doesn't care. He doesn't care at all. Okay. My poor pups. He's under my table here. He's panting away. Aren't you, Riley? I think he is thirsty. And you hear Amelia in the background. Normally, I'm filming these at night, but I had the rare opportunity to be able to do this during the day today because my son and my husband are at my parents' house, and Amelia and I had some other things to do today, so came back and I said, hey, I'm going to film a whole bunch of videos during the day so I don't have to do it tonight. So that's kind of cool. All right. But we do know that something special is happening this week. And Amelia, what is happening this week? Father's Day. So we want to make sure that we notate Father's Day. And in my Planner Kate book, I do have a holiday. Because I did use the two things that said Father's Day in my Erin Condren this week. So, but I do have my Planner Kate holidays, and we do have a Father's Day sticker, but I want to use one of these pretty ones. Do I want to do that or something like that? Can I use a pattern label? Yeah, we'll use a pattern label. Let's use this one. Pattern label. We're going to mark Father's Day. That. Oh, Amelia's showing us her horses. She loves Breyer horses. If anybody out there likes Breyer horses,
mail them to me.
she says mail them to her. Okay. Okay.
Here's this fancy one.
Oh yeah, she did get some horses. Okay. Maybe we'll make a horse video. If anybody wants to see a horse video from Amelia, just let me know and we maybe can make that happen. Okay. So we have Father's Day down. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of start with mine first. And last week, they kind of all end up looking very similar. So I add my work from home. And what I also like to put in here is the times that my husband and I, because we are both working from home right now still, when we have our conference calls, because it's good to know when each other's on the phone. That way we can kind of wrangle the children to make sure that they kind of stay quiet for these phone calls. So that's, you know, we like to do that so we kind of know. My husband has some regular ones that he's on usually on Mondays. I know his one on Wednesdays might be over, but then I have a 2 p.m. and then I have an 11 a.m. on Wednesday, and then I think after that one I'm going to work in the afternoon. We're going to head over to my brother and sister-in-law's pool for the afternoon. I know. Yeah, so we're gonna go there, and I'm gonna spend, because it's gonna be really hot here, so we'll spend the afternoon swimming, and I'll finish working there using their Wi-Fi and such. So that's nice. We're gonna start calling that the Aqua Conference Room. So
Water and it's like covered.
so we have swimming. Okay, so we'll do that. Oh, and then I do have a vaccine appointment at 6:10, I think, on Tuesday. Put that in there. And then I have my Friday is payday for me. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my icons, little money sticker. Friday is payday for me, and Thursday is payday for my husband. Then I'm going to put his work from home schedule in here. I do not have any type of fancy writing or anything, so if you're coming to look to me for how I write in my planner, that might not be a good idea. There is nothing fancy about this writing. The only thing that's fancy is I'm left-handed, and I don't even know if that's fancy.
I'm left-handed too.
You are left-handed. Twinsies. Alright, so my husband's conference calls, he's got one at 9:30 on Mondays. And then one at 10. And I think his one on Wednesday is done now, so I think he only has his 10 a.m. on Wednesday. We might change that depending upon his schedule, I'm not sure. And I don't know if he has any job sites or anything that he's going to be going to. But he has a doctor's appointment on Thursday at 3:45. Okay. Alright, then Miss Amelia's schedule is starting to get all packed up. So we have her dance class is actually going to be back in the studio for the remainder of the dance season. They're going to be recording a virtual recital, so that's exciting. So she'll have a couple weeks where they're back in the studio just doing final rehearsals, and then I believe she gets her, I think you get your costumes this week.
Yep.
So okay, and then she has her tumbling on Thursdays. At 6:15. And then she has a private tumbling lesson at 10 a.m. on Saturdays. Okay. So that is those. And then for my little guy, because we don't want to leave him out, we're just going to go ahead and mark that he's not at daycare right now. So we're just going to put that in. We're trying to get him to go back part-time just so that he can have some social interaction, because for the most of the summer, I'm going to be staying home with the kids along with my husband, and so, but he, with my daughter, she has some friends that she can go and, spend a little time with, and, but the little guy, he doesn't have that many opportunities, so we want to try to get him back into daycare, at least on a part-time basis, so we'll have to see what they have available. Okay. Saturday, yes, we want to do a shopping. We're going to do Costco and Walmart. It would be Walmart or Target, one of the two, whichever I kind of feel like going to that day. But we don't have any birthdays. We don't have any car parades to go to. We did a lot of those. We do have, so then I do my meal planning in here, because this is one of my favorite Planner Kate stickers. I always add it. And then usually, by now when I'm filming this, I have gotten my Blue Apron box, but I have not received it yet. But normally we do our Blue Apron meals on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Tuesday we'll do like a Taco Tuesday or something else. Because this is so thick, I have a hard time writing that, so I gotta flatten this out to write that. So I don't remember what I signed up for. So I'm just going to write Blue Apron on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Then Fridays are mainly takeouts. We usually do takeouts on Monday or on Fridays. So we're going to go ahead and mark that. Where we take out from, it varies whether or not we do pizza or barbecue or something, so we'll have to see. And then Saturdays and Sundays are always a toss-up, so it depends. Like, I know we are going over back to my brother's for a Father's Day celebration, so I might just use a sticker and mark that. So I'm gonna go there. Let's see. I'm not sure what time yet, so we'll have to fill in the time later. Saturday is the first day of summer. I'm wondering if I do have a holiday sticker for that one. So yes, I'm gonna go ahead and use that guy. It's kind of the pool blue. First day of summer is next Saturday. So we have that. I usually like to get the laundry done. I mean, I do a little bit of laundry every day, but I do make a conscious effort to get some of it done on Tuesdays. And then also to mark our garbage day. So our garbage day has been pretty funny because we have, being home, we keep thinking, well, we have a little bit of time before the garbage man comes, and sometimes it's different every time. So we won't get it out fast enough and they'll come by like 10 o'clock and then we're scrambling, or we've gotten it out nice and early and then they don't come till 3. So it's very all over the board when they show up. But kind of one of the last things we like to do is the cat box. So that's like gets done first thing in the morning so that we can kind of throw it out in the trash that evening. So yeah. But I'm trying to see here what else. I try to fill in this monthly with as much, like I didn't get a chance to add his doctor's appointment or put in her dance classes in here like we wanted to. So I got to go back and fill those in to make sure that we have everything. Just taking a look at my other calendars here. Oh, we do have our Blue Apron delivery is Saturday. I do want to mark that. We might be trying HelloFresh. They seem to have a little bit more of a kid-friendly menu with HelloFresh, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. And I'm going to throw it out there. If you're maybe interested in watching me do a cook with me, I might be able to do that, but I'm warning you, this could be the cooking version of Nailed It. Though sometimes the meals come out great, the path to get there is very interesting, and I'm not going to lie about that. It can be very interesting. Okay, so I'll just have to figure out what I want to do. I think we might do, we haven't had jambalaya in a while. So I'm going to put down, I do a good, it's like a fake jambalaya. And I never spelled it right. I'm going to have to figure that out. B-A-L. There we go. I spell it wrong every time. Every time I spell that wrong. Okay, so I think this is it. I'm trying to get my son into a soccer shots program for the summer so that he can get some good exercise that he's missing from being at kinder care on a regular basis. Let's see here. Yeah, I think that's it. So Sunday's pretty quiet. Saturday, my husband might go back to do some lawn at my parents' house. I'm not quite sure, but for the most part, this is really what it looks like. And going back, I mean, that's what it is. It's very functional. It's very simple, and you know, we didn't have a whole heck of a lot going on during the month of May. So there wasn't. We did have some birthday parades in there. I do like to mark some of our friends' birthdays in here. that was, reminder to send birthday cards. It was Amelia's birthday. So, I mean, it's very, very functional and straightforward is what this planner is. And that's what I like about it. I don't have to think a whole heck of a lot in order to make it work for our family. And then it just sits on a cookbook stand on the counter, and we refer to it each day of what's going on. My husband sometimes will write in it and add his things to it if he's doing a site visit or anything like that for his job. But overall, it is extremely functional, not a whole heck of a lot of decorating, and that works for us. And that's our version of our Plum Paper Planner, and I really, really, really am enjoying this planner. There's other parts to this that, I really thought I was going to use. Like, you can get these kind of add-on pieces, like this is home, which I actually might fill this out, especially for like babysitters and things, as we, as things definitely open back up more, just so that there's some phone numbers in here. Some projects, if my husband wants to kind of do that, or cleaning schedules. I did have one that was created, and we've kind of been sticking to it a little bit, not so much though, but like, we don't have a garden. We live in a townhouse, so we don't really have a garden or anything. So I just kind of got these add-ons to see what they are. The family favorites, I might go ahead and list some things in here, when I have time. Monthly goals for us as a family, definitely like home projects. And then there's like this meal section. I did try to, I filled it out, I think for, so March, end of March, beginning of April, I filled it out, but I haven't since. So if I do another purchase of a Plum Paper Planner, which at this point I think I might, because I'm really, really, really liking it. I might not get those add-in spots in the back. Maybe the home one, but not really the meals, since I'm kind of sticking to my meal planning down here. But yeah, if you have any questions for Plum Paper Planner, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Like I said, I really enjoy this planner. They have so many options. And Christina Cardos is just one of the nicest people I think I've ever met, and she really gets it. She really, really does. And I'm very privileged that I got a chance to meet her and take a picture with her during the time of the Chicago Planner Conference. So if you like this video, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. And I really hope that you have an awesome day. Thank you. Bye.